Hey guys, what's up? It's Vicious here, and welcome back to another video. Update on the last video, it's now safe to use PG Sharp, but there is one thing that you need to do before you do so. And we're going to be going over that in the video today. But today's video is how you can use PG Sharp, how to install it, and whether or not it's worth getting the $5 version over iPogo. So right off the bat, I'm just going to tell you right now, these two applications are Android only. PG Sharp for Android can be downloaded on their website, pgsharp.com. The Android version of iPogo can be downloaded from their website, which I'm assuming is probably iPogo.com. I'm not sure. Just Google it. You'll probably find it. These, obviously, like I said, only for Android, and you do not need your device to be rooted. The Android beta for iPogo is completely free, whereas PG Sharp has two versions. You have a free version, and then you have the standard key. Today we're going to be going over the standard key and why I believe it's worth actually paying the money over iPogo. So let's get straight into it. So, prior to last video, I was saying, some things were a bit, scuffed. Polygon was a bit unsafe for use. Polygon has fixed that issue since, and they have issued an apology as well as some compensation for the people who, had to deal with losing Pokemon, which really, really sucks. And PG Sharp, obviously, still fine. All you have to do is actually disable raid logging in the settings. Obviously not going to do that right now, but you just need to click the this button and then top right corner settings, and then just click disable, just untick enabling the raid logging, and you should be fine. Aside from that, there shouldn't be any problems anymore. You can instant rock a battle just as normal now. The PG Sharp actually changed it so that you do 1 damage to the Pokemon. So you've technically completed the battle. That attack may have done like 1,000,000 damage and wiped all 3 Pokemon at the same time, but you did do the battle legitimately, sort of. So you'll be completely fine. I've spoke to the devs and it should be completely fine, and I wouldn't worry about it. So in this video, we're going to be going over PG Sharp's features. Not really going to be going over iPogo. Obviously, this video is for PG Sharp. We'll probably be going over it in a separate video, but next video is actually not about either of these applications. It's going to be actually about a new spoofing application, which is very exciting, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. So, features. We have all of these ones. There's the spoofing location, there's the speed. Usually you want to keep your speed at 9.3 kilometers because anything higher means that you won't be able to walk your buddy as well as hatch eggs. So 9.3 kilometers per hour is the sweet spot. Joystick, if you want that. I don't really use it because I use the tap to teleport feature, but it's there for use. Hide PG Sharp is nice if you want to take screenshots without showing that you spoof to your friends or to your Discord or whatever. Next we have inventory and encounter IV. These are really nice. In your inventory it shows you the IV that your Pokemon is at. Obviously at the top there it sees level 25, IV 75, 12, 10, and 12, which is fantastic. And then of course the encounter IV is simply just an IV that shows up whenever you try to encounter Pokemon, which is nice. Next we have caught preview. As you can see, when I caught that Ekans, at the very bottom it would say caught, and yeah, it automatically transfers, but we'll be going over that in a second. Next we have enhanced throw. So you have excellent curveball, AR plus, and 100% hit. You want to have all 4 of those enabled to get the maximum amount of XP for each catch. Do not worry about issues with, maybe Niantic's going to figure out whether, whether you're spoofing or not because you're only throwing excellent throws. It's completely fine. I've gone over this like a year ago, but it's completely fine. Do not worry about it. Next, we're going to go over the custom shortcuts. So up top here, we have some custom shortcuts. These are the settings that I have enabled. Transfer on catch is really nice because it keeps it so that you can run PG Sharp overnight. Auto catching and auto transferring stuff, but more on that later. Transfer on catch. So block non-shiny is good if you want to do shiny hunting, which I also will get into later. The map is nice because you want to open the map sometimes. The speed is good. Auto walk is nice. Feeds is good. Favorites, teleport. The rest of the stuff, it's pretty meh. Quick load map, you can have it enabled anyway. The joystick I don't really use. Hide PG Sharp is actually cool. You just instantly remove it, and then tap 2. I'm not sure what that last one is, but it doesn't seem very important. Next, we have the map. Now, the map is useful, obviously, because you can type in where you want to go. You don't actually have to, you can type in the coordinates or the place, which is fantastic. Nice thing about the map is you can actually check all the gyms and PokéStops around you. So if I click gyms and PokéStops, you can actually see where all the nearby gyms are, which is really, really cool. Makes it so that if you're finding a specific gym or you're finding some, specific shadow Pokemon, this is the way to do it. See, shows up a shadow. All you have to do is just click them, and you are good. Next, we have the tap to teleport feature. Probably one of the more important features in this application. So you remove the joystick, and in exchange, you get a tap to teleport. So you simply click and exchange, or simply click and teleport rather. Next, we have the nearby radar. Nearby radar is pretty cool because what it does is if you click it, or if you enable it and then click the icon at the very bottom of the bar right here, you can do all these things. The shiny scan is still on beta, obviously, but the rest of these is really cool. People are commenting how iPogo actually has a notification whenever you see a shiny on the radar, and so PGSharp added that. They also pause walking on the shiny, and you can pause the Go Plus on the shiny. So whenever I'm auto walking and my radar picks up a shiny, it'll stop the auto walk and notify me, which is great. So I can manually go catch it and make sure that I don't lose the Pokemon, which is cool. Next, we have the Quick Sniper. Now, Quick Sniper is linked to the feeds, and obviously the feeds are a paid version only, so standard key only. And like I said, they're just under $5 a month. Yeah, you can use them to snipe Pokemon. It's pretty cool. You can link them. So if I do this, you can link them to one of your custom-made feeds. And then you can, Shundo hunt pretty easily. It's like a little tab that you can do. And yeah, that's about it, to be honest. And there's 2 of them, so you can make 2 feeds at the same time. So, if, I don't know why you want 2 at the same time, but, maybe some specific reasons. Cooldown timer is a nice thing to have. You can also set it to last cooldown action, which is really cool. What this does is it actually makes it so that if you spin a PokéStop or something and then teleport, it'll give you an exact countdown of how long you need to wait before you can interact with the map again. So if I go over here, I shouldn't be able to do this. Yep, because I'm on cooldown. So we're just gonna have to wait. Once my cooldown is done, obviously I can do it. But because I spin the PokéStop there, actually, kind of annoying. But there's also like a entire history of when you clicked everything. So this is probably by far the best feature. You can actually go back into your maps to see where you caught stuff, and you can teleport back to make sure, if you want to get rid of cooldown. Obviously, I'm not going to explain cooldown in this video. If you want some more details on that, I've made other videos. You can check them out. Really appreciate it. We have Quick Catch, which essentially means you can catch Pokemon very, very quickly. Remember, Pokeball means that whenever you select a different ball aside from Pokeball, like a Master Ball or a Great Ball, it'll stay on that for the next Pokemon, which is nice. Skip cutscenes is useful. Turn it on. Block non-shiny, only for Shundo hunting or shiny hunting. Quick load map, useful. One thing you can actually do if your map isn't loading when you're sniping a lot, you can enter one of those trainer battles, and by entering a trainer battle or training, I think it's a training battle. Yeah, if you enter a training battle and then instantly surrender, come out, the map will load instantly, which is nice. I actually only learned that like 5 days ago, and I was using it when I was Shundo hunting, and it's actually really good. I didn't expect it to work, but it works. I don't know why it works, but it works. Next we have the spawn booster, which is good. Makes it so that you can actually interact with Pokemon that are further away than they actually need to be. So that ducklet over there, if I didn't have that feature turned on, wouldn't be able to interact with it. Next we have auto discard items. Don't know why this one's still in beta. It's really good. All you have to do is simply, actually, I'm gonna turn that out. That's kind of annoying. But it essentially automatically discards and clears your bag, which is really nice if you're trying to leave the game open overnight, which means you can catch Pokemon, transfer them, spin PokéStops to get items so that you can get Pokeballs and catch Pokemon, but also get rid of the other stuff so you never have any bag issues, which is really cool. Next we have here transfer on catch. That's what I was talking about earlier. You get to pick which ones you want to keep. Here I have 100 IV and shiny on by default, and you can actually turn those off. Next we have the Virtual Go Plus, and this is essentially what's gonna make it so that you catch stuff, right? You're gonna turn the Go Plus on. Obviously this is built in, everything's built in. You don't need a Go Plus actually. Like, I don't know why I get questions like this. It's like, oh, can I use the Go Plus if I don't have Bluetooth? It's built in. You don't have to do anything. It's all in here for you. All you have to do is click that, click auto walk 191, make sure you have transfer on catch on and the bag storage clearing, and you're good. You can leave it overnight. You come back with like 200k extra Stardust and like probably a decent amount of XP as well. So it's not bad. It's really not bad. Next we have the Instant Beat Team Rocket. This is the one that actually was causing a lot of controversy last video. Like I said, all you have to do is disable the tracker in settings and you'll be completely fine. I wanted to wait a few days. Obviously, I said stop spoofing, and this was for a reason, right? I didn't spoof for the last few days, and the reason was because we didn't know the implications, right? You could say, oh, like, just turn it off, forehead, like, just turn it off, whatever. Well, you know, you don't actually know whether it's completely safe, right? I wanted to wait, wanted to give it some time, and if nothing happens, then we'll go ahead cautiously, but, you know, want to stay on the safe side of things, especially if your account is worth a lot. Next, we have the Raid and Gym Battle Assistant. This one's really cool. Makes it so that you automatically attack in raids and gyms. You know, reduces a lot of stress of you know, getting carpal tunnel when you're tapping the Pokemon. Next, we have Gift Assistant, really good. Removes all of the animations when you're gifting people. So, you know, really cool. Next, we have the Pokemon Name Generator. And it's exactly what it does. Just gives it a name, IV, attack, defense, stamina. You've seen it earlier when I opened my bag. My Pokemon are all named properly. Yeah, you can change the language, you can change the feeds. You can also export and import your settings. So if you export them, you can install a different version of PG-Sharp or uninstall a version, or uninstall PG-Sharp, sorry, install the proper version, and then reinstall PG-Sharp and then import the settings back, and you'll be completely fine. Also, keep in mind, one thing is people are actually saying like, oh, my map is bugged, or my what's it called? My joystick is bugged. How can I fix that? All you have to do is click Reset UI at the bottom, and you'll be completely fine. And there's obviously feedback if you need it. One last thing here, though, is the auto walk. I didn't really go over this. It's not too crazy. Very, very simple. Auto walk. You can do 1 to 200 POI numbers, and these are the point of interests around you in a radius. And then the default is 50. What does continue last? Oh, okay. I can actually just... Okay. That's cool. Didn't know that. Pretty cool. One last thing, actually. Feeds. If you make custom feeds here, you can change the level, the IV, the gender, form, distance, priority, and Pokemon. And if you click this, you can actually click only possible shiny, and it'll give you a complete shiny list, which is great. Obviously, one thing to remember is when you're Shundo sniping, the shiny next to it doesn't mean it's shiny, it means it's the possibility of it being a shiny. And the possibility is usually 1 out of 500. So you're not getting scammed, it's just not guaranteed for everyone. Shiny odds are different for everyone. Is the app worth just under $5 per month? Yes, I gotta say it. It's a very cheap application, and for the amount of features it has, it is very, very worth it. iPogo has similar features. However, I don't know. I prefer, like, PG-Sharp has more features than iPogo, but not at the free version. If you're gonna pay, you might as well get PG-Sharp. But of course, if you're using free PG-Sharp, you might as well just get iPogo. This isn't a shill for PG-Sharp, obviously. Like, if you don't have any money or whatever, just get iPogo. It's free, and it's definitely a better app at a free level. But if you want a premium version, for not as much as something like Polygon, I would definitely recommend getting PG-Sharp. Those are my final thoughts. For PG-Sharp is obviously not as safe as a rooted spoofing application / software like Polygon or Pokemon, but should be fine. Don't know anyone who's been banned. I've used this on my main account for the last 2 years or so. Absolutely no problems, no warnings, nothing. I haven't even heard from Niantic. I emailed them saying I was spoofing. Didn't even get banned, so you'll be fine. Trust me. Yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this type of content, please leave a like down below. Greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you want to, or don't. I don't really care. You can join our Discord if you have any questions. You can join my channel as a direct member to directly support me. That's greatly appreciated. Not going to pressure you into doing it, but I'll be very sad if you did. And yeah, that's it for the entire video, guys, to be honest with you. I'm extremely tired, and I'm going to call it there. So take it easy. Be nice to each other. Peace out.